So I literally just posted a video about the NHL 21 franchise mode deep dive. I was super hyped about that. It looked super good. And then, well, Bergevin just did Bergevin things. And Max Domi is now the newest member of Columbus. And in exchange for Max Domi, a qualified second-line center who has put up 70 points in his career and definitely can do it again. A very good player, and Montreal did not have enough room for him. They had Suzuki and Kotkaniemi, and a trade of Domi or Phil Deneau was inevitable. But in exchange, we got Josh Anderson from the Columbus Blue Jackets, and I mean, this could end up actually becoming a good trade. We saw everyone hated the Domi Galchenyuk trade. I was super pissed off. That was a horrible trade when it happened, and now look how it's turned out. Galchenyuk, washed up player. He's been bouncing around teams, doesn't have much of a future. And now Domi, he put up 70 points, a very good second line center. But Josh Anderson, come on. I mean, now it's pretty much guaranteed they're not going to get a guy like Patrick Laine, because we were going to have to give up Domi or Phil Deneau. And basically it was one or the other. We're going to keep the other. Now it looks like we're keeping Phil Deneau. And, well, Bergevin in his interview said very soon we're going to trade Domi, and he did live up to that expectation. But this trade is just horrible, and they had to add on a third-round pick. If anything, it should be a third-round pick going to Montreal. Josh Anderson's a very good player, and he's a very good middle six forward. If he's healthy, he can actually be a solid top six winger, but first of all, he's a winger, not a center. Second of all, he's had some very big injury woes. He's been injured a lot. And then Bergevin had to add on a third-round pick heading to Columbus. That isn't much, but still, that just is, I don't get why that had to happen. Montreal is taking a step backward with this trade. And a Josh Anderson trade, if they wanted Josh Anderson, there are so many other players that we could have given up. I mean, we could have maybe even given up a guy like Victor Mete or Cale Fleury, a defenseman, and we have a lot of good young defensemen. We give one of them for a middle six winger, maybe sign a defenseman in free agency. But no, we had to get Josh Anderson, a guy who has been injured a lot for Max Domi. It just blows my mind what Bergevin has been doing here. Well, I mean, we're not getting Laine. Josh Anderson is now a member of the Habs, and I am not excited for this. I think they're going to finish bottom 10 in the league next year. It's happened every year. We make the playoffs, people get excited, and then we underperform, and all of a sudden we're a bottom 10 team in the league. Before that, I mean, we played really well the year before. So we got Kotkaniemi with the third overall pick. We were fourth last in 2018. Then we just missed the playoffs in 2019. And that was actually just for 3 points behind, or 1 point behind Columbus of all teams. And then this year, we don't technically make the playoffs. We wouldn't have made the playoffs, but then we actually do make the playoffs because of the bubble format. But we're going to take a big step back. I think we're just going to play badly next year because that's just the way the Habs have been over in just recent history. And Josh Anderson, I think he'll probably fit in. He's going to play on our second line. Bergevin wouldn't go and get Josh Anderson and then put him on like the third line. That's not happening. He's going to be second liner. If you're trading a guy basically 1-for-1 for Domi, then he's going to have to play on your second line, if not the first line. But if he gets injured this year, and if it's like a bad injury, then that is very disappointing. But overall, I hate this trade. It's horrible. Tell me what you think in the comments. And it's not really a matter of if this trade is good or bad. It's just a matter of how bad this trade really is. So tell me in the comments what you think of all this. If you're a Columbus fan, you are jumping up and down. You are running around the room. You're super excited. But as a Habs fan, I am very, very upset. So, yeah, just let me know in the comments. Always please remember to leave a like and subscribe. I just posted very recently. So also make sure to check that out. But see you in the next one.